So today the topic is like this: a overview on SAP. Before ERP packages are arriving in the world, how the world is, then what is meant by an ERP and the necessity of ERP, various ERP packages in the market, and the advantages of choosing of an SAP, and career in the SAP line. In case if you are trying to learn this SAP, how your career growth is, like that we are going to talk about more details in this one. Let us start. Before ERP, how the world is. Jump into the years of some 1960s and 70s. 1960s and 70s also businesses are running. And earlier, the people in the account side, they're used to use the books to maintain accounts. But the traditional old methods like in a ledgers they're going to open, they're used to maintain all the expenditure by writing in a different pages and other thing. This was the method people are used to use in their businesses, industries, and everything. Their day-to-day work, everything they are going to maintain in this fashion. Expenditure and other thing they're going to post it in these books. Not only that one, stock details also. Olden days, people are used to maintain stock registers. They're going to maintain our inward and outward stock, how much and everything. P card, procurement cards, and other things. Some variety of methods they're used to use. And customer information. Salespeople are used to maintain books of their customer details, their phone numbers, contact numbers, and everything. They're used to maintain in the books. At that time, there was no computers. There were computers, but the usage of the computers in the world is less. Only at the level of scientist level and the university levels only. That is in a big computers were there. We'll talk about that one. Then employees information. HR people are used to maintain their attendance and other information of each and employee. There is in a standard formats they are used to be. Like that, all the department people in a company, it may be in any business industry, their accounts department used to maintain account details. Their stock department, stores department used to maintain stock details. Their sales department is going to use to their customer information. Their HR department is going to use to maintain the employees information. Like they are going to all the traditional methods of the books they are going to maintain. That was only the available methods. But technology is developing. Technology is developing in all sectors. Just for an example sake, telephone. Revolutionary changes has come. In the same fashion, computers also. Earlier days, people who are in the level of a university level scientist, those who knows a scientific language like in a Pascal, Fortran, and other thing, they only used to use and operate the computers. Computer means big rooms. People are used to have a big rooms and big more vertical monitors. The technology has been slowly changing. Semiconductor technology has come. Revolutionary changes has come. The changes has come down drastically. The size of the computer has been reduced, but the efficiency has been 100 to 200 times has been increased. Like that, there are many changes are there now. There is a beautiful computers are there within a size as well as the efficiency. It is going to be like that. So here, slowly when the computers are coming into the world, the business people, the industries, the makers, the traders who are selling, who are manufacturing, they were thinking about why don't we utilize this machine? Why don't we utilize this computer in their regular day-to-day works also? Then there is a trend has come. This fastest calculating machines, why don't we utilize for our day-to-day work? It is not the replacement of the people. It is going to the changes in the productivity changes are going to be there. There is a productivity increases in their company. The utilization of the manpower for some other certain other places and utilization of this total technology is going to efficiency is going to increase the company in all respects. They are realizing why don't we utilize this computer gadget? Why don't you we utilize in our industry? Like that, people were thinking. These are all around the 70s. We are talking about that one. I'm not talking about the what is the computer, what is the advantages of computer. This is not the class about the computer and their advantages. You are aware more than me what is an advantage of computers and other thing. No, this class is not meant for that one. How the trend, how the ERP has come into the world, we are talking about this one. So people are used to use these fastest machines in their industries for their manufacturing, for their trading businesses. For example, one company, this may be a chair making company, this may be a table making company, this may be any cycle making company, bike making company, car making company, any company. Take one company. Every company is going to have one HR department. Every company is going to take care of their employees through their HR department. Every company is going to have a finance department. Every company is going to have a sales department. In case these companies are manufacturing factories and plants are going to be there. That's all depending on if it is a manufacturing unit, they are going to have a plants. If it is in a service unit, service department, like that, different departments are going to be there. And each department, they are trying to utilize these computers. Early 60s and 70s, computers are arriving in the world, and everybody want to use these computers in their departmental work purposes, individual departmental usage purpose. Just for an example, HR department. Just I'm using latest words, but earlier days they are used to use their employees' salaries and other thing, basic payroll packages. We are using the word called payroll. At that time, their attendance package and salary slips and everything they want to utilize and take a printout and regular routine data, redundant jobs and everything they are going to try to enter, and they want to streamline their one. They want to utilize the computer. At that time itself, there was a small Lilliput companies are arrived. This is software development companies. At the time, there was no word called software, but small programmers are come and they are used to concentrate on a particular department and they are used to write some programs. They are used to say and they are used to sell their programs along with the computers. They will say, "My dear HR department, take this Mac my package." At the time there was only hard disk with on top database, I mean sorry, on top there is an operating system and bottom database softwares were such type of a floppy disk concept only. 5 quarter floppies were there. At the time itself these packages has come through these CDs. No, at the time there was no CDs, only floppies. They used to have a small programs, their payroll, employees salaries calculation, employees attendance calculation, employees salary slip printing, like there are small packages they are going to be. Now these are all using Sage and other QuickBooks and other thing, but this is people are going to use this one just to facilitate, to fast up, to speed up their what is it called, their routine activities. They want to utilize it. People are attracting to use these computers. Is it the only for HR department? No, HR department is going to have time management, attendance, and other thing. HR department is going to have a travel management. Now these people are using a different exclusive packages, but earlier days they are used to use the computers for this type of a thing. Then do you think that only HR department? No, sales department people for their customers data, sales department people for their what is called technical support in coordination with the service time. Sales department people were marketing trends and other thing to see that one. They want to utilize these softwares. There were some earlier days with old names. There were some Joho and other thing, NetSuite. I mean, much more earlier there are other names like that. Softwares has come that is exclusively designed for sales department people purpose. Like that, there is a plant production side in order to maintain stocks details and how much amount of the how much quantities are there in the production area, what is in a shop floor, and in that one work in process how much materials are there, and as of now by existing stock how many final parts we could able to do it. Then for all these purposes they were used to use small packages, production packages in their plants. And there is a department called purchase department. Earlier days people are used to maintain a books, the vendors list and other thing. Slowly they are maintaining the vendors suppliers list and other thing through in a computers and then corresponding with that one, and you talking to those guys and finalized negotiated prices and everything maintaining. Like that they are try to utilize these computers in this one. Like that usage of the computers in individual departments are go on start increasing. Then even in the finance department they are used to use their accounts daily accounting posting and other thing in a different heads. HR department expenditure, finance department expenditure, and sales department expenditure. Finance people are going to take care of that one. tours, travels, what is called advertisement, and everything. They have to maintain by separately maintaining different heads and other thing. For that purpose, they are used to use some books. Some, what is it called, earlier instead of books, they are used to use a small packages. Just now I'm giving in a latest words of these packages, but earlier there were in a, without, I mean, different names were there. This was the situation when the people are use the some software, some different softwares they're going to use, and separate softwares according to their different department purposes they're used to use. That was the situation. These are all happening when there was no concept called ERP. But whenever they are trying to submit their reports, normally every 3 months, all the department people are going to join together, and they are going to meet with the management, and they are going to submit their progress. That's called quarterly progress reports. In the reports, they are used to submit all their what is it called, their in these 3 months their achievements and other thing, their targets don't think that target means only sales, and purchase side also, how much work they have done 3 months, what is the assigned work, how much they produced. Like the finance department, how the money flow inside and outside, collection versus expenditure. Like the different department people are used to submit their quarterly reports. Understand, sir? Then, surprisingly, this entire thing was, unfortunately, even though they are using this one, they are submitting a different reports also. But they are facing one problem. Who is facing? Management was facing a problem. What is that problem? Every department is submitting in a quarterly report. They are saying that it's the last 3 months or last 1 month we have done like this. But surprisingly, this department reports is not tallying each other. Everybody is saying one report, and they says that their report is only correct. First, finance department people have submitted, and they said that is a finance collection is what is the total expenditure in this company and total earnings they have submitted. But it has been counted. Immediately, it has been counted by the immediately it has been counted by the sales department. They said, no, no, no. Our collection, according to our report, our collection is this much. According to our report, we spent on the promotion side this much amount. We spent on tours and travels this much amount. Like that, they have been. Why? Why this type of different reports are coming? Because individually they are maintaining, and no software is having a, what is it called, integration between the other department. There is no integration between the department. There is no connectivity of the department. Everybody, they are going to use their computers and they are entering their data, but this data is not passing from one department to another department, which is a common, which is required for the other department, which is not available in this one, and they are entering this one. The figures and facts and figures are not telling. Then the decision makers, who is going to take a decision, they are saying that this is the data which is not accurate. Four departments are submitting in a 4 reports which is not tallying each other. Then the decision maker does not know what to do. Actually, decision to take a decision, what industry needs, the data must be accurate, the data must be available instantly. Then only these CEOs and CEOs, other people, decision makers, they are going to take it. Then they are in dilemma. Even though they are using computers, even though every department is trying to use this latest trends and that's one, but they could not able to take a decision. They could not able to find out what is the progress, because every department is going to submit their report and which is not tallying each other, and they are having a big dilemma. Data is not accurate, data is not instant. Then the problem is facing. Even then, even though there is a development, something is happening. Then they found it is not the thing, there should be a solution. Then this concept has come, ERP. Do you know what is meant by ERP? Actually, ERP means enterprise resource planning. What is meant by enterprise? Enterprise resource planning, what exactly it is going to do? It is going to coordinate each department. This is in a single package. This is going to be installed all in the same package. Is going to be installed in all the departments of the company, and it's going to link all the communication methods of that one. Company is going to, this software is going to update all the department. Like the ERP package is going to be a link between all the department. Entire soft one company, one software is going to run. And this company, inside that individual department also, a process is also going to be defined, process is going to be run in case if it is in a sales side, and request, order, stock, quality, like that is a series of sequences of process they are going to be defined, and is going to work according to that one. Actually, in any company, normally this ERP side resources are going to be there. Actually, what are the resources? We'll talk about what is in a concept behind in the ERP. ERP means enterprise. I said enterprise means one company. In this company, what are the main resources? Resources means what? A driving forces. In order to reach the goal, goal is mainly maybe a good product they have to produce to the government, I mean, to the world, or earn money or something. In order to reach that goal, they have to use the resources, forces, a driving forces for the company. What are the resources here? Any company without money, it is very difficult to run the business. So money is the main resource. Do you think that only money is going to sufficient is enough to run the business? No. If that is the case, all millionaires are going to become. I mean, they can start the companies, and others are not going to be. No, you should have material also. A material for making, a material for what is called selling, a material for servicing. Like that, material is required. A successful material is required. Do you think that material is there, money is there? Can you run the business? No. So for making of that material, for selling of the material, advertising of the material, like that, people are required. Without manpower, even though you invent something, it cannot reach to the customer. Manpower is required. These are all called magic M's. Material, manpower, money are this one. You may say one thing, Srinivas, you forgot missionary. Yes, missionary is also one of the resources, one of the force to run the business. But where is missionary in Big Bazaar? Where is missionary in the More? Where is missionary in the DMart? Or where is missionary in Carrefour? Where is missionary in Walmart? These are all retail supply chain companies. They are going to buy bulk way and they are going to sell it. Without missionary, they don't change anything. They will bulk buying and retail selling. They will buy one product, say for example, soaps, Dove soaps. They are going to buy 1 lakh Dove soaps and they are going to sell it as a Dove soap only. They are going to distribute through their branches and they are going to sell it see that they are going to sell it to the customers. There is no missionary. They are doing the business. So don't think that missionary is one of the part, but missionary is also one of the part because without missionary also people can able to run. So, but first three, money, manpower, and material. Without these three, sorry, you cannot run the company. So these are all magic camps. Okay, then in the ERP, what is meant by P? Planning. What is meant by planning? Here there is a money. Since I'm having money, do you think that I'm going to invest hundreds and lakhs and hundreds of crores of money? No. Planning. In the planning side, material. Do you think that since I'm having money, I'm going to procure hundreds and thousands of materials and I'm making left and right, I'm going to procure the material? No. Planning. Here, since I'm having money, do you think that I'm going to recruit hundreds and thousands of people for selling, making, and other thing? No. Planning. That means planning. Utilization of this money, manpower, and material. How to guide, how to the best way of utilization they're going to. How much money we have to invest, how much recruitment, how many people we have to recruit, how many materials we have to do it. Like that, the proper planning they are going to do it. That is called best or optimum utilization of all resources in a company to run our business. That is called ERP. So ERP package is going to handle in such a way that all the resources in the company, all the resources means money, manpower, and other thing are going to be in the best way it is going to utilize to get in the best results in this one. People are going to say it is in a collection of various softwares which has been pre-written and department wise and has been clubbed and monitored by this one main program. That's called ERP. Collection of individual diverse functions information into in a core data they're going to maintain. That is called ERP. Do you think that it is a definition? No. People are used to say it is a definition. ERP is a definition. No. ERP is a concept. It is not a new concept. Very old concept. This 1970s itself, when the world is trying to utilize the computer, the development of they are welcoming the developments in the computer, the changes in the semiconductor technology. They are trying to utilize this fastest calculating mission. This concept has come. Even though they are using the missions, these computers within a small type, small packages for HR purpose, for finance purpose, for the sales purpose, for service purpose, they are failing. They could not able to achieve their results because of that one, because there is no integration between this department. They were thinking that one package must be there, and it which is going to solve all these problems. With this concept, they were thinking. So these are the ERP packages were there. Of course, I have given all latest and everything, but there are don't think that ERP means only SAP. There are many packages are there. Well-known packages to unknown packages are there. So, what is the advantage of these ERP packages? And what is the disadvantage? Don't think that only advantages are there, disadvantages are also there. Just I'm talking about only primary things. Here, main thing ERP for a better solution, for a better results, faster way, and mostly cost effective. Like that, with this concept, ERP has been developed. Particularly ERP, very advantages are operating cost is going to be reduced. Operating means running expenditure and everything. Once it's been installed, the process of data and everything is going to be centralized and everything. And mainly, it is going to be changes are going to be the revolutionary changes in all departments. Soon. A systematic procedure they're going to evaluate, and there is an integration between all the softwares are being departmental wise. Any activities are going to be there. It is integrated and it is going to be integrated. No manual work, paperwork only. Paperwork is going to be drastically. It's going to be reduced. That is not the thing that it's not replacing the people. No. The faster way communication methods and everything they're going to use instead of in a traditional method, entering of the data repeatedly entering data in a redundancy manner, repetition of data in a different places is going to be avoided, such that data is centralized, available and utilized by everybody. Like that, that concept it is SAP is going to not SAP, this ERP is going to use it. Of course, there is a disadvantages are also there. First, the changes has to be accepted by the people, and major installations are first. Even though I said cost effective, yes, it is a cost effective. Major installations needs an expenditure also. They have to spend some time, and this one is going to be. People also should have any commitment to do this one. We are going to talk about that. There are very successful stories are there, and here the disadvantages they have to overcome. It is all small compared to the advantages. Then there are so many ERP packages are there in the world. There are so many ERP packages are there in the world. Oracle Financials, PeopleSoft, Cybele, very famous, well-known companies. Edwards, JD Edwards, Bond, SAP, like that. Oracle's no doubt excellent package Oracle, but it is relevant to the finance side. Oracle Financial is an ERP package for the finance departments where the companies are Templeton Franklin, like that. Some companies are there. Then this is an excellent exclusive package for finance department. It's going to happen this one. And PeopleSoft is an HR package. HSBC, you might be aware, HSBC, Hong Kong and Shanghai banking services, 36,000 branches are there worldwide. They are using this people software for their all employees, different countries, different currencies, different, what is it called, people, and the different this one, their salaries and everything, they're going to take care of this one through this people software. Cybele, customer relationship management, JD Edwards, production package, excellent package. These are all ERP packages, but relevant to a specific industry sectors only there. Bahn, no doubt, it is in a German package, but it is also in SAP. It is also in one package. Like that, there are famous ERP packages are there. Of course, earlier I said there are many ERP packages are there, but these are the famous packages. You know, what is an SAP? SAP is an ERP package. SAP means systems, applications, and products in database. From now onwards, don't say SAP. If you say SAP, people think that you are not aware about anything about SAP. Just like IBM, like that SAP, like that you have to use the words. And what is this actually? There are some five German engineers in 1970 range. They were observing all. They were the employees of the IBM. IBM was a server making company. So they were all observing. Are Baba, in the world there are so many computers are there. Slowly computers are revolutionary changes are coming. vacuum tube technology to semiconductor technology is coming. People are trying to utilize these fast machines, but still they are failing. Why? Why they are failing? Because there is a department to department communication is missing. These packages, individual packages are acting different roles, but there is a commonality is not going to be there. Data everywhere they are entering their data, and data redundancy is happening. Why don't we utilize? Why don't we start one package which is going to be just like a what is it called? All diseases single medicine type. They want one single medicine for all type of department. All the what is it called problems they want to overcome within a single software package that they want to do. Not in a HR package, not in a department called finance package, not in a sales package, not like that. Entire company one package like that they want to have that one. With that one, they with that idea they came out from the German company. I mean, the German engineers they came out from their working company called IBM. They resigned and they have started one company with a name called SAP. And they are going to become in a stock exchange and other thing. They are going to start and their developments are there. We'll see the history lines and other thing. SAP headquarters. They have started at Waldorf, is in a German-based company, and Waldorf is a place where SAP has started their headquarters. It is the number one company in the software side and largest software company. And moreover, it is one of the third largest independent software companies in the world. Particularly, it is having more number of people, 51,000 people. I think this figure is very old and it has been changed. 50 countries of the people they are using this package. So far, 1,26,268 implementations has been done throughout the world and different various sectors of the industries it has been in. Industries means a pipeline industry, sorry, a industry of an what is called mechanical industry, industry of an pharmaceutical industries, like that different industries, the retail industries, pharmaceutical industries, manufacturing industries, trading industries, like the different line of activities people are used to be. 120 countries people they are using this SAP. That's the reason. Why? Why should we choose our concept, this career in the SAP mail? Yes, there is a tremendous opportunities are there in this SAP package. Just for an information sake, they have started in 1972 and they have started this company. Later, technology is changing. Usage of mainframe computers has come somewhere in 1972. After that, server client technology has come. That means server is one place and clients are at different places, and networking concepts are slowly introducing in the world. Then after that, the client server database technology has come, R3 technologies, and they are utilizing of the internet is slowly becoming internet popularization has been made. Earlier 1996 earlier, people usage of the internet was very few people only knows. But once slowly internet usage has been becoming changing, and individual what is it called, web pages they have developed companies nowadays. Every small Lilliput school companies, schools are also having their own web pages. Like that, everybody is going to try to utilize the internet, and everybody try to do their business via internet. They are advertising, they are collecting the customers information and everything. That internet applications are also we are going to try to pull to the ERP, so that they are utilizing this internet technologies also. Like that, there is a developments are changing, and now within the latest technologies they are using. Time to time, time to time, time to time, there is a developments in the SAP also they have made it. And there is an excellent benefits when you are using this SAP, it's going to be there. It is going to support for all types of functions. There is no specific no, this is going to support only finance side, this is going to support like that. No, it is a fully integrated package. In this one, there are each department is going to be called module. So finance module is there, which is going to take care of finance and control, expenditure control and other thing. Production module is there, which is going to take care of production areas and other thing. Warehouse module is there, material management, which is going to take care of purchase and stores. Sales department, which is going to take care of by the sales department. Like that, there are each module, it is going to take care of all the department, individual department. But the entire package is going to have a control, and it's going to have a central hold, it's going to be there. That's the reason people are going to tend towards this SAP usage, SAP package. It is having an excellent capabilities also, because 1972 to 1992, they took 20 years time to release this package. Who is going to invest 20 years of R&D, only R&D, without expecting fruits, without expecting any benefits? This department, this company has been spent that much time. They invested on R&D. They have deputed the people. They recruited the people, wizards in different lines, chartered accountants, consultants of a different technology side, engineers, and different people in a different. If you're an engineer, they have recruited. If you're in a chartered account, they have recruited. If you're in a commerce graduate and expert, they have recruited. They said they have in a team of force of an ABAPers team. That is in a program team is there. They said you utilize this time. 5,000 employees of the team is there. You utilize this team and use your brain, your technology, your knowledge, and try to observe in the world what is happening. If it is a biscuit making company, my software has to work. If it is in a cycle making company, my software has to work. If it is in a chain making company, it has to work. If it is in India, it has to work. If it is in a Japan, it has to work. If it is in a UK, it has to work. It is in England, it has to work. On the globe, any type of country to country currency is changing, country to country tax is changing, country to country date format is changing, country to country decimal format is changing, country to country tax format is changing. But my software has to work. With that aim, they have started this one. 20 years they took the R&D and they have done. They took time and they have developed this one. 1998, they have started in 1992 and 1972, and they have released the first product in 1998, 1992. 72 to 92, 20 years they spent the time, and it is having a very rich functionality, excellent predefined best run packages they have given, standards they have maintained by looking into different industries worldwide they have seen, and they have developed this package. That international orientation means it is going to be suitable for any type of industry, whether it is in a Mitsubishi company of Japan, Lakshmi Metal company of London, or a UK company, or Boeing aircraft manufacturing company in the US, like that. Any companies, it is going to be readily suitable. There is a department to department inside. All modules are fully tightly integrated, and the data is very high secured. Very, there is no question of a virus and other thing. Data is going to be handled very tightly and secured manner, and the repetition of data is going to be almost minimized. You need not enter again and again the same data, and it's only transformation of the data by utilizing the centralized data purpose only. That's going to be, and there is a consistency in the data. There is not fluctuations are not going to be there, and they're going to use world best practices, best run practices. They're going to use it because just like in a standards they're going to maintain, and it is highly suitable. Actually, the package is not directly suitable, but it is a highly configurable. It is highly modifiable according to the project, according to the country, according to the currency, according to this. It can be changed like that, highly modifiable, moldable. Then surprisingly, it is going to have multilingual facility also. What is meant by multilingual facility? Create a purchase order in English, try to send it to Japanese vendor, it is going to print in Japanese language. Create a purchase order in English, try to send it to a Dubai vendor, Abu Dhabi and other things, Saudi, it is going to print in Arabic language. Like that, multilingual facility, multi-language support is going to be there. There are 14 languages it's going to support. I think it has been changed recently into much more. There is a multi-currency format is also. Then you can order the currency of a particular yens in the Japan country, and system is going to maintain according to the stock exchange of a present the date of order time, whatever the currency conversions are there, they're going to maintain and they're going to try to see that one. Like that, multiple currency conversion support is also going to be there. Like that, there are many capabilities are there, and inside the SAP, all departments are going to be called modules, and finance module, investment module, controlling module. There are 23 modules are there. Small Lilliput things. I think around 19 to 23 are there. Then SAP is concentrating more on the specific applications also. For a retail industry's purpose, supply chain management concept, and customer relationship is in a internet, via internet, the sales management and other thing purpose, customer relationship management, and like that, SRM. And in addition to the main package, they are developing all verticals. These are all verticals, and still it is developing, and they are specifically developing particularly for a different industries wise. What is the meaning of that one? Industry specific module. They have gone to the place called oil industries in Dubai and other thing. They found that oil is an area, and they want to see. They modified their package in such a way that which is going to be highly suitable for oil industries only. They said, "My dear oil industries people, why don't you utilize my package? This is highly suitable and it has been designed for you." Like that, industry specific. It is also called SAP Oil. Oil industry. It is highly suitable for oil industries only. Gas package is going to be for gas industries. A retail package is for anything like Walmart and Carrefour type. This one. And yes, media is there. What is meant by media? Any TV industries or paper industries? Yes, SAP is going to be made ready. Like that, SAP Hospital, SAP Banking, SAP Insurance, SAP Retail. Like that, SAP has been provided IS industry specific modules. Surprisingly, recently they have started developing in their R&D center that is called SAP Real Estate. Also, one more package is coming with a name called SAP. For example, here in India, for example, there is an insurance. They want to go for an SAP. SAP says I have an SAP insurance package is there. Assume that one bank, um, ING bank is there. If they want to SAP, yes, SAP says I have a package ready made. Like that, SAP banking software. Like that, you name any industry, SAP says I have a ready made package for you. Like that, SAP has come within a different conceptual. This one, SMB technologies, small and medium business range also it is tapping and it is doing. That's the reason why. Why should we choose our career in this main? You are going to have a lot more opportunities according to your domain experience, according to your choice of this one. You can able to select because this software is highly suitable and highly integrated. This one you can use it. And just for a famous installations, if we are going to talk about that one, Boeing, Boeing aircraft manufacturing company, famous company. You know, SAP implemented company. 1500 functional consultant worked for 5 years, I think, in order to complete this one. Now it is successfully running. Just for famous companies like Pepsi, all beverages companies, Pepsi, Coca-Cola in Chicago, sorry, not in Chicago, Atlanta. These people have implemented the SAP. Well-known companies like food items called Kraft Food, SAP implemented company. If I say Kraft, probably you may not understand. Oreo biscuits, you may not understand. But Cadbury's London Chocolate Company, these are all Kraft side items only. Rubbermaid, one of the plastic making company. Newell Rubbermaid is the company name and Rubbermaid is the brand name. From doghouse to plastic box, everything, tiffin boxes and everything they are going to manufacture. All airlines companies, Delta Air Force, Virgin Atlantic, everything SAP implemented companies. Home Depot, one of the famous company in the furniture side and other thing for home needs, SAP implemented. Nestle coffee powder, it is in a beverage company. SAP is implemented in Nestle. 3M, you are already aware, Minnesota manufacturing materials or something. It is there. This 3M, one of the famous company 3M is SAP implemented. And you are already aware, 7-Eleven chain, SAP implemented. Car making companies, Audi and BMW, all complete Michigan area SAP implemented companies are many things. British Petroleum is SAP implemented. Burger King is SAP implemented. Like that, there are many companies are SAP implemented. That's the reason why. Why should we choose our career? One of the famous companies, Alpine Electronics, is SAP implemented. Pharmaceutical companies, SAP implemented, and this BD and BASF Corporation is an SAP implemented company. And well-known companies like Philips Healthcare, SAP implemented. Okay, this food, ConAgra is one of the SAP implemented. Schindler's Electrical, you are already aware, this is a SAP implemented company. Like the Alliance, and these are all well-known. Heineken, Jack Daniel, all Kurg, Miller, SAP implemented hard drink companies. Okay, this is a beverage companies. And one of the important, this is an adhesive company, Saudal, and Star Cruise in a Singapore-based company, Petronas, and Shell, Exxon, Mobil. These are all petrochemical item. This is an SAP implemented. That's the reason why. Why should we choose our career in SAP means this one. But you'll get it out. Srinivas, just like in a salesperson, you are making me to tend towards to take the career in SAP line. But anyway, which course I have to choose? Which course you have to choose? SAP is giving a variety type of courses to the people who are going to choose their career in this line. You'll get it out. Shall I to choose a course called ABAP? Shall I to choose a course called Basis, FICO, SD, PP, MM, HR? Where? What? Which one is suitable? Yes, you can choose according to your suitability. You can choose according to your interest. You can choose according to your knowledge. You can choose according to your experience. Let us see. We are going to talk about the careers in SAP. SAP mainly SAP has provided mainly the categories like this. One second. SAP has been given a career path in this fashion. Let us say, for example, SAP has broadly categorized their career path into the three segments. These are called three streams: technical segment, database segment, and functional segment. It has been mainly divided. Again, technical side, programming segment and system administration segment. For example, you are interested in programming. You want to write programs. You are ready to write the thousands of lines of code. SAP says, okay, my dear sir, you are having an excellent opportunities by choosing our course called ABAP. Yes, it is a programming line only. Instead of learning Java, Kava, and whatever that one, .NET, C Hash, other thing. Come on, learn my ABAP course. Wherever the SAP implementation is there, ABAP is needed. Modification purpose, and SAP is not a directly miracle product, but we are going to the people are going to the miracle people. We the people are going to change the SAP such that it's going to work for the company. That's the reason it is highly configurable. That configuration we are going to do. ABAP is one of the part of that one. SAP says yes, you are going to have a tremendous opportunities, but programming. How many people are going to choose the programming? It's all depending on their individual abilities and other thing. Some people may not like the programming. Some people are not interested to write the thousands of lines of code. Some people are passionate in writing the programs. SAP says, for the people who are interested in this one, SAP says, come on, come down, choose your career, and it is going to have good opportunities in your growth. But just like in a mathematics, some people don't like mathematics, some people don't like physics, some people don't like chemistry. If you are going to be interested in learning the ABAP, you can, if you are interested in writing the programs, come on, choose. You are going to have an excellent career in ABAP side. No, Srinivas, I want to be in the technical side, but not writing the programs. Yes, there are some teams are there. They are going to be in this technical side, but they're not going to be in a programmers. That's called installation of this SAP on various machines like in a Windows environment, Unix environment, Linux environment, and Apple Macintosh environment. And networking star and MD is going to sit someplace, and purchase department is going to be in some other country, and networking modems routers like that. These people are going to be technical side, but they are not going to write any programs, but they're all requires. This is called system administration, securities, roles, responsibilities, and for the people and authorizations, everything these people are going to provide. Just like a building side, after construction of the building, maintenance people are going to be there, plumber, electrician, like that. Here also, after SAP implementation, also these basis guys are going to be available, and they are going to be there in their companies. Like that, all 1,26,268 implementation. There are many guys are going to be absorbing in that itself. That's the reason SAP says, yes, if you want, you can choose this career also. But all people are not going to show you the interest in the technical side. Then SAP says, yes, there is another segment is there. It is also having this one, cool jobs, database jobs. That means once SAP is implementing their day-to-day work, all the companies, their day-to-day works, they are going to enter, and data is piling up. Their data is go on piling up. Sales people are going to enter their data. Finance department people are going to enter their data, and service department people are going to enter the data, like their customer data. Everything is going to be there. Somewhere, sometime they want the management to to know for analysis purpose, progress purpose, turnover, increasing purpose. They want to see that one. How much amount we spent on a particular this one analysis purpose they want. So this data piled up data, they are going to be in a managed fashion. They are going to maintain while they are designing itself. They are going to manage this one. Just like a librarian in the library, they are going to take care of this one. So database administrator is a person who is going to take care of inside. Once the data is coming inside the SAP, how to manage the data. Whenever the management is going to ask, I want so and so data, means he is going to extract the data by using an ETL format. That means extraction, transformation, and loading concept. They are going to use it, and they are going to pull the data, and they are going to give it in an analyzed report format and other thing. People are going to use some tools, and they can, there are some courses like a BW, BI, BO are going to be there. In case if you want, yes, you can choose that career, but here also little programming knowledge is required in order to extract the data purposes and other thing. So this is a area. Srinivas, I don't want to write any programs or something. I don't want to be technical side, but is there any career for me? Then SAP says, come down. This is in a functional area. It is going to be there. Surprisingly, have you seen it any time? Sorry, this is a like a my mouse is not supporting, and this is a hockey stick, just like a hockey stick. You know, hockey stick, how it's going to be? It's going to be bend like anything. Okay, it means here functional side also your career is going to be like a hockey stick. There is a steep rise within a short span of 2 to 3 years itself. You can find it. It is not my guarantee, sir. You can see the people who are going to have, because there is a tremendous opportunities are there, and a steep rise in your career is possible. Not necessary to wait for 10 to 20 years for this one. Opportunities are be many, many and many are there, particularly in the functional side. Srinivas, if I take FICO, what happened? No doubt, you can take a FICO. No problem. You can take the FICO also. But FICO side, you have to understand what SAP is telling. What is meant by debit? What is meant by a credit? What is meant by a debtor? What is meant by a creditor? What is meant by a balance sheet? What is meant by a PL and account? What is meant by reconciliation account? Srinivas, I am a commerce graduate, Srinivas. Yes, you can learn. Srinivas, I'm an engineer, but can I take this one? Why not? You can take it. There is no question of commerce and there is no question of engineering. Another thing, FICO, anybody can learn. But only the thing is, if you know something basics, you are better. Nowadays, competition. I'm not saying that don't take FICO, but competition is there. Any graduate can be eligible. CS, ICWS, and commerce, science, pharmacists, engineers, everybody can learn. Heavy competition. That is the reason. If you are going to be ready to fight with the CES, ICWS who are going to be learning along with you, come on, be ready and you can learn. Understand, sir? So, what I want to say is, I'm not saying that don't choose FICO. Please choose FICO and try to be ready to fight with this one. And some companies are going to choose FICO guys only who are having a background of CA and ICW. You have to accept it because they know they are having much more business knowledge than the engineer. I'm not blaming anybody because while they are learning their basic courses like in a CA and ICW or BCom, they are aware about the business. What is a debit, credit, company, posting, gisting, and everything they know compared to the engineer. I'm not blaming anything because they were learned. Some companies may prefer. That's the reason. It's a competitive world, particularly FICO guys. If they are going to say yes, you can. Just for the sake of here, there is in Hyderabad there is a good number of people are teaching, and there are hundreds of there may be 20 to 25 institutions are teaching this one. You can choose FICO and you can learn. The more the number of people, institutions are benefiting, not you. It is a competition. It's just like a local train, Mumbai crowded train, local train. You have to fight with the competition. I'm not saying that don't choose, please choose, but be ready with the competition and with the people. Srinivas, what about SD? SD side, at least you should have a sales experience, 1 year at least experience. Otherwise, what SAP is telling, what is a customer base, invoice, revenue, collection, everything you should have. Srinivas, I am having some comb selling experience, dictionary selling experience, and tummy trimmer exercise selling experience. Am I eligible? Yes, you are eligible. Any graduate is eligible to learn SAP courses. And anybody who is having a sales experience of 1 year, any damn experience of sales is eligible for you. Eligible to learn this SAP SD course. Here also the same thing. Competition. A huge competition for you, just like a local train, Mumbai. Heavy crowd train. You have to fight with the people to get the job. Heavy competition is going to be there. Then, Srinivas, what about the PP? Yes, you can choose PP. Compared to the others, PP is a, a course which is having less competition. But if you want to learn PP, you should get exposed to. You must have a good knowledge and experience, shop floor experience of at least 1 to 3 years. Otherwise, it is very difficult to learn first thing. I'm not saying that it is tough, but understanding of the terminology is a bit difficult. And once you become in a PP guy, you should understand in case the client what he is saying. You should have a good knowledge and exposure in the manufacturing side. Then you can able to. I'm not making it to scare. No, don't choose PP. No, please choose PP. In case if you are interested and if you are in the technical side and other thing, and you are the best person for that one. Competition also little bit low. But can I tell you one thing? Without PP also SAP can be implemented. In Hyderabad, Big Bazaar is a SAP implemented company. Not in Hyderabad, total India. Where is PP? Where is production? Nothing is there. Hyderabad, Central, Shoppers Stop, and Brand Factory SAP implemented companies. Various PP. Without PP module, you can. Even without SD module, also SAP implemented in a company called Hindustan Shipyard. Hindustan Shipyard is a company, government company. They are the manufacturers of ship. They said they are going to sell within every 2 to 3 years they are going to sell one ship. For one or two customers, they don't want to implement the SD. So without SD also SAP can be implemented. Understand, sir? Without PP also SAP can be implemented. But I'm not saying that you need not learn, but learn. But before that one, how comfortable you are and how what is the prospectus like that you are requested to choose. Then what about HR? Yes, HR also you can choose. HR is a module. It is a cool job. Hiring to retiring, you are going to take care of the people in the company. In the SAP screens, you are going to operate that one. Configuring of employees information, recruiting, and after recruiting, what is it called, induction program. After that, sending to the people, project manager. And once manager has been deputed him to foreign tour, arranging of ticket, and other thing. And any foreigner is going to come arranging of this one, what is it called, his hotel management and the thing. And travel management, attendance management, cab management, that management, this management, you are going to take care of all HR activities. You are going to do it in SAP. That's all. There is no specific growth in this one. I'm not saying that it is not going to be. Yes, you can learn. You're going to have a cool job. Mostly girls are going to be prefer this one. You can choose and you can do it. But it is not a challenging job. Everywhere worldwide, a prescribed, predefined HR activities only makes it's going to be there. You can also have and you can also get the job. Wherever HR department is going to be SAP implemented, yes, HR information, you can do it. All the configuration is possible. Yeah, ma'am. Then why should we choose MM? Yes, MM is an area here competition is very less. Very few institutions are teaching MM and very few people are. Why? Why it is like that? People are not aware, sir. Lack of awareness. They are not aware. There is one module called MM. There is a module called MM which is easy to learn. And without MM module, there is no single implementation so far it has been done. Every industry needs an MM guy. Every SAP implementation needs an MM guy. Show me one single implementation against the SAP implementation so far. Even in banking sector, even in insurance sector, even in any sector SAP implemented. ING Vaishya, Kotak Mahindra SAP implemented company. It has been implemented where MM guys are involved. Like that, any company, because any company has to purchase some items. Even bank also they have to buy for their branches and other thing, books, checkbooks, papers, ACs, and all furniture and everything. They need a MM guy. I'm talking about every company's needs. But competition is less because of lack of awareness only. People are not aware. There is one module which is going to have an equal demand and less competition. Very few people are teaching, very few people are learning, and opportunities are more. Equal demand. Wherever SAP is going to be implemented, MM guys are going to be required. It is just like in a local train, Hyderabad, seat guaranteed. Like that is not a crowded train. So less competition, you are having an opportunities are more. That's the reason I'm requesting you. Please choose an MM. You may ask one question. Then let have a serial. I mean, let us have salaries and other thing worldwide. How it is going to be salaries in dollar in SAP. Your career path is going to be there from programmer to this one functional side. You can see and starting your functional, you can become a project manager and directors and other thing, and you are going to earn. I'm not making it tempting by this graph is not prepared by me. Just enter in STKs and other SAP. Websites, and you are going to see that one salaries and geographical, regional wise, and everything we made it. And why should we learn MM? Yes, first, it is easy to learn. Here, you don't have any prerequisite qualification except you must have a graduate. Any graduate. You may be a commerce graduate, you may be a science graduate, anything it's going to be. You need not learn any additional words like in a commerce side, what is it called, debit, credit, and other thing. Very few words which we are going to be, generally, we are going to commonly, you are come across such type of words only we are going to. Bargaining. Bargain is a word normally commonly you are going to use it. You know how to bargain. Earlier days, people are used to use the word bargaining. Now they are using a new word called negotiation. What is negotiation? Same bargaining only. People are use this negotiation word. Like that earlier days in our childhood, we used to say haircut is in a barber. Now we are going to say hair cutting salon. Recently, it is saying that men's spa. Men's spa means hair cutting only inside. Like that, trendy words are using, but here actual action is same. Bargaining. Entire world is going to bargain, sir. Negotiation is going to be there. Then what about the credit? Credit is also, you know how to swipe the credit card and without having money, how to enjoy the items by buying. Same thing. World is entire world is running under credit. So just a few words only. And SAP MM is a very good demand and less competition for this one when you are comparing to the other modules. Actually, this course online, we are trying to talk about this one every day, 1 hour 10 minutes, and this course is minimum 2 months. It is 60 working days are necessary. More than 50 topics. I have given only 45. More than 50 to 55 topics are there. It cannot be done within 60 days. One day, one topic we cannot cover. And every topic we are going to provide with running notes. All the running notes will be provided in advance to the students. Steps with click save buttons also we have provided. The document will be provided to you. And actually the course is going to be made into two parts. One is a full cycle that's called MM cycle and a special procurement. What is meant by MM cycle? It is also called procurement cycle or a P2P cycle. In my next video, I'm going to provide you what is meant by a P2P cycle, a overview of MM. I'm going to talk about that one. It is also called source to pay. From sourcing to pay, from identifying the vendor to payment, a full cycle which we are going to learn this one in SAP, how to do it. And as a role of MM consultant, what is our role? In my next video, I'm going to set up, I'm going to explain. Then the second one is, second part is a special procurement. Material is same, but procurement method is going to be changed. There are variety type of concept you are going to use it in the world. Do you think that everybody is going to procure in a very routine manner? No. Operational convenience sake, they are going to disturb the original cycle into in a different manners. There is a subcontract scenario, consignment process, pipeline method, RTP. Like that, there are around 8 to 9 methods we are going to explain. And this course is completely, we are going to give an access also for you, so that in case if you would like to, you can have this one. It's all depending on your this one. We can practice purpose. And if you want, we can provide you all the classes for in case of absent or anything. All recorded versions we are going to provide to you. So this recorded version will help you for recalling all this one. So the moment we complete any today's topic, next day morning it's going to reach to these people through their email. That access will be provided. Mostly for the absentees purpose we are making, but you can avail that one. Okay, that's the thing. And we do not have, I mean, any doubts or anything. Nowadays communication methods are very high. We are going to have in a group. We'll keep together all in one group, and WhatsApp messages and everything you can contact me, and we are going to explain you. And project side, we are going to take the first project itself. In the beginning itself, we are going to take, people are going to say that some people, no, after explaining all the course and other thing, I'm going to give one project, you have to do it like that. No, the day one we are going to take up one project, live project. We are going to take one known company. We are going to take an example, and we are going to start doing the MM work. That means as a MM consultant, once you go there, for example, a car making company or a bike making company, in case if you go there, how these departments are going to, how the consultant is going to talk, how he is going to configure, what exactly is going to configure, and everything we are going to talk about that one. Okay, then project details. In case if you want, we are going to provide you a small sample blueprint, how the blueprint look like, and what is the method of blueprint and everything. And there is one tool is there to make data uploading purpose. People are going to use it. If time permits, I'm going to explain you this one. And in addition to that, we will provide you some question bank, one with some with answers and some without answers. A collection of question bank in MM side we are going to provide you, and we will provide you some sample resumes so that we can help you for preparation of the resume preparation also. Okay, this is the way we are going to give the all course and other thing information. And in addition to that, we will provide you some practice books also. As I said earlier, all uh, entire course has been divided into parts, and 4 to 5 books we are going to provide: purchasing, inventory, master data, and bill verification, special procurement. Like that we are going to talk about pricing, and other taxation. Like that, we are going to talk about all, and separate books we are going to provide to you. Pricing and other taxation. And thank you very much for your time about all, and enjoy separate books in my next video also regarding the procurement cycle. Then, good day to you. Today, the class is demonstration class 2. Earlier class, both of you already aware, we had a talk on what is an SAP. Why should we choose our career in SAP? In case if it is an SAP, why we should go for an MM? And how the SAP is going to give the different career opportunities, and what is the benefits of the SAP. Like that, we had a talk, a overview of ERP package and everything. We had it. Now there is a 45 minutes talk. Today we are going to have it on procurement cycle. In the last class we did not talk anything about MM. Now today we are going to talk about what is MM. Tell me, Karthik.
Sorry, sir.
Tell me, Karthik.
Sir, I'm one call is coming. Important call is coming.
Okay.
5 minutes I'm doing, sir.
No problem. No problem. You can go ahead. You're right.
Yes, sir.
So today here we are going to talk about the procurement cycle. Normally, what is meant by a procurement cycle? We'll talk today what is an SAP MM, material management. In this one, how the story of MM is going to start, we'll try to see now. So, material management, material. In case if you are manufacturing, you are going to make one material. For making of that material, you are going to purchase some other materials. For example, you want to make a car. Car maker is not a tire maker. He has to buy the tire, tube, rim, nut, bolt, like that. Other materials which are relevant for making of a car, they are going to buy from outside. So, and in the production, the materials are going to be managed. So, material management means any material if you are manufacturing, certain material you are going to procure, those are all called materials that you are going to manage in the company. Isn't that you are not manufacturing? You are trading. That means you are buying some item, you are selling as it is the same item. Trading. That is also called material. You are using the material, you are buying the material, and you are selling the same material to the other customer. So, managing of the material is going to be called material management. Normally in any company, this management of the material is going to be done by two departments. One is called purchase department, another one is called stores. So purchase department is the department which is going to order the material on behalf of the company. In company, yesterday we have seen there are many departments out there. Finance department, HR department, service department, R&D department, production department, like that different. Even everybody in that department, whoever working, if they want some material, they cannot go outside the market and they cannot buy the material, and they cannot submit the bill to the accounts department. They don't agree. If everybody is going to buy their own method of buying, means company does not agree for that one. There is a rule, there is a method. So there is one authorized department, that's called purchase department, is the department on behalf of the company. Anybody wants the material, that is going to be taken care by this department. So this is the department is eligible or authorized to procure the material. Then this department is going to procure, but it is not going to receive this material. This department is the department stores. Stores is the department, and this department is the department who is going to receive the material. That means if I go to the back side, these are the two departments, and this is the department which is going to take care of the procurement ordering activity, and this department is the taking care of receiving activity. That means here this department is going to have the one in charge, and who is going to take care of all procurement activities, and this department is the department stores, which is going to also have an in charge who is going to take care of receiving actions and other thing. So these are the two departments who are going to take care of material ordering, material receiving, and after receiving concerned people, I mean, to the concerned department or a concerned employee or concerned factory or anything concerned people, it is going to be delivered. So these two departments are the responsible departments for handling of the material. Then you may ask one question. What about the payment? So here these two department is going to manage, but who will pay? The payment department is the finance department. This department is the department which is going to take care of the procurement, payment activity of the procurement actions. So here we will take an example of how the story of material management is going to come into the picture in a company. By taking one example, we'll try to see that one. Tata. Tata is one of the famous company. Normally, we prepared these slides for this company. It is not necessary for this company. Any company, the procedure of the procurement almost the same. Normally, in any company, see for example, Tata is having so many company, I mean divisions. It is called business units. Tata is manufacturing of steel sheets. Tata is manufacturing of electric and locomotive. Tata is manufacturing of a cars like an Nano and Indica, Indicom and other thing. Tata is making of an iron bars, TNT bars and other thing. Like that, Tata is in the industry of industrial line. Different business units are there. Just in our story, this group is having so many industries, and how the material management in Tata Motors is been handling. We are going to take another example. Normally any company, MD, who is the CEO, people are nowadays new words are coming. CEO, Chief Executive Officer, is the in charge. Normally he is going to talk to the salespeople every 2 to 3 months. Why? Because he would like to know what is happening in the sales side, how the sales is improving or not. In case the sales is not improving, what are the measurements that we have to take it? Is there any product has to be taken care of the quality and other parameters? And why the people could not able to sell our product? And how to improve further sales? Like that, this is a common parameter. Normally, during the sales meetings, it's going to occur. Assuming that in our story also there is one quarterly performance meeting is going on with the sales department people. Assume that this light left hand side blue head is in charge, assuming that. So he is saying that what would be the next quarter sales. So MD's main aim is always what is the next quarter and why you could not able to achieve in case this quarter the performance is not going to be low. I mean, it's not going to be much satisfactory. He's going to ask that questions. Sales guys are very clever guys. If the sales are improving, they will say, yes, it is only just because of them. Their sales have been improved, like that they are going to specify. If the sales are not going to be improved, then they are going to blame the product. They will say, no, 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 sir. Our car, nano car is like an auto. Nobody is buying, and it is having some mileage problems. It is having some burning issues inside. Like that, they may say something. Do you think that CEO doesn't know all these tactics of the salespeople? They know it. But however, they want these people, salespeople, has to. They will always give what is it called a booster dose to them, such that they are going to try to sell more in the next quarter. Isn't that such type of meeting is going on? Surprisingly, for this meeting, one gentleman from the production side also is going to attend. You may be wonder how the sales meeting is going to be related to the production side. Normally, it is not related. But production in charge or somebody relevant to the production side, they will attend to see the how the sales side, the feedback they are going to try to say, technical feedback. If the salespeople are saying something, there is a problem in the car, mileage in the, or any burnings or tire skidding or any such problems are there, these people are going to try to note down. So this type of a meeting, most of the time, it's going to be associated with the technical in charge also. In our story, imagine that one general manager, production, somebody is in charge of production is attending. After this all meeting, this discussions and other thing, the meeting conclusion time, they are going to come to an arriving of one particular figure. That's called what would be the next sales target. Assuming that Here, these people are trying to set or fix a target to the salespeople. So management is going to see that one. They are going to see that the fixation of some target for the salespeople are going to be done. But while we are fixing this one, there are also consultation with the production people whether that fixed target is can be reached by through the production department also. They will try to see that one. That means here they are going to see that if the salespeople are ready to sell, there should be item also to sell. So they are going to get confirmation from the production department also. Now assume that our story is starting like this. The sales in charge said, assuming that they said, sir, next quarter we want to sell 40,000 cars. Then CEO is happy. 40,000 cars, next 3 months, selling is an excellent. Then immediately production in charge says, I am having at present only 20,000 cars in my depot. Normally depot means a area, a godown where finished product is going to be stored. Once the cars are manufacturing, going on manufacturing, they are going to keep it in a godown called production godown. That's called depot. Finished goods godown. Then he said, from my side, readily available 20,000 cars. Then the CEO, MD will say, that means we have to make another 20,000 cars in our factory. Yes. Then again, he is going to ask, do you have material in our production? Yes, sir. Normally in the stores materials are going to be there. Then how many materials are there such that how many cars you can make it by using the existing material in our stores? Cars are already been available, finished cars are already available in the depot, and by existing these materials, how many cars can be made? Normally this type of a production, this type of a questions we'll expect from the CM, I mean that's called, sorry, chief decision maker, CEO. This general manager production, he may say, yes sir, according to our computers or our store stock status and other thing, at present we are having a material which is having more than, I mean we can manufacture exactly around say 10,000 cars we can make it. So now they are come to a conclusion. Already ready-made cars are 10,000, 20,000. Another, by using the existing material, another 10,000 cars they can able to. Totally 30,000 cars they can able to do it in a next quarter beginning. Then MD says, what about the next 10,000 car materials? So he will think, so we have to purchase 10,000 car materials for the next quarter requirement. Then the story is going to start from this one. Then he will say, okay, buy that material. Like that, MD is going to give an approval to purchase the material. Just I'm giving a story for a bulk requirement I'm saying, but even for a single material also, not necessarily to come into the picture of AMD, but the different departmental heads are going to take care of. Like that, there is an approval process that is also going to be there. So in our story, the story is going to begin from this one. Material management story is going to start from here. Then the production people who want the material, they are going to write one letter by saying that what are the items they require, they are going to list it out. Then do you think that these people will go to the market and they are going to buy? No, they are not supposed to. All this one, once they prepare, then it will be signed by the production in charge. He will approve it. So production in charge is the person who is going to approve what material they require. Then once it has been approved, this is going to be sent from production department to the another department called purchase department. So the documents are going to come from the production or HR or R&D or anything. Whoever want the material, they're going to start sending these documents. Anyway, in SAP we are going to talk in detail what is this document, what is the name, how to create and everything. In detail we are going to talk about that one. So here I am talking about very generic manner. In any company, the requirement is going to come to the production department. So this is the first step which is going to be done in the procurement process. Then it will be received by the in charge of the purchase department. So now purchase department in charge is going to receive. Then he will understand, oh, these many materials there is required. Then what the purchase department people will do? Purchase department people will have a team of people are going to be there. In that one, there is a team and each one is going to share that work. That means total list is going to be divided by different number of quantities and they are going to say tire tube rim will be taken care by one assistant. Like that, he is going to assign this work to the individual employees of the purchase department. So purchase department is the department which is going to take care of in our story 10,000 car material procurement. They are going to take the action on that one. So how they are going to do? Earlier days, in olden days, purchase department people will not have any internet. At that time, there was a books called Yellow Pages. Are you aware there is a BSNL telephone directories are there? You might be aware about the telephone directories. Telephone directories are the books wherein certain set of pages are going to be in color of yellow. Those yellow pages are within that BSNL telephone district. Who are the suppliers of some commercial addresses of different suppliers? Names and telephone numbers are going to be available. Pen makers and door makers, chip makers, like that. All manufacturing and sales people's addresses are going to be provided in the telephone directory. Earlier days, this type of books, because that is relevant to the only particular telecom district only. In case if we want to procure from throughout India, earlier days purchase department people are used to keep maintaining this type of a books here into the in their purchase department and they are going to use it. They will open that book and they will try to see who are the suppliers in this one and they will try to make a call. They will try to confirm, yes, these people are going to win and they will send one common letter to everybody. They are going to invite these people. Nowadays, these people are using internet applications. All purchase department people are being provided with the internet. They are jumping into the Google and other thing. Who are the manufacturers of a particular material? They are trying to find out and they are trying to talk to that guys. Normally, directly they don't talk by phones. That is a very costly affair and hundreds and thousands of people are going to be there. So they are going to try to start inviting them by initiating this one. That means the suppliers will be identified through internet or brochures or something and they're going to send one document to everybody, one common invitation. They're going to send it to all the suppliers. For example, they want the tire material. Then they are going to identify in the internet who are the suppliers of the tire. JK, MRF, CH, like that. In India, different people are going to be available through internet. We could be able to see. Then immediately for all those people, because in the internet the contact addresses of this one is being provided, so they are going to send one common invitation to everybody, saying that, my dear vendor, we found that you are one of the manufacturers of a tire maker. We want this much requirement. We want this material on or before so and so date it has to become, and we want it is to be delivered at particular place. By saying all this one, are you interested? If you are interested, please give me your offer. What is the price that you are going to be? Like that, they are going to ask you, they are going to ask the vendors to supply the material in case it's a quotation, to supply the quotation. Quotation means offer. Is there any other terms and conditions are there? By offering all that one, please send a response. Like that, these people are going to send one invitation to everybody in order to identify the source. Source means suppliers. So purchase department is the department who is going to either by internet or any method, they are going to invite the people for their requirement. Who are the suppliers? They are going to try to find out. Just after that, what the people are going to do, then once the purchase department is sending different thing, people are going to try to respond because the order is there and when they want it. So what they want, how much quantity they want, when they want, where they want, by mentioning, these are all going to be received by the vendors. Then it is the time the suppliers are going to start responding by offering their quotation. Quotation means they are going to mention what is their price, any other terms and conditions are there. By mentioning all this one, they are going to respond back to this one. They don't supply the material, they are responding back by way of submitting the quotation. Then This is the, again, purchase department has to take care of this procurement activities by selecting of the suppliers. So what the purchase department will do, they are going to first take all the applications or receiving responses. They will try to scrutinize all these responses by comparing their prices. Not only the prices, there is in a different methods people are going to use it. The techniques we are going to use it, we will talk about that one when we are talking in detail. So ultimate goal of the purchase department is to identify a right candidate for supplying of the material. So they will call for a meeting also, that is called negotiation. During the negotiation time, bargaining is going to be started. Negotiation and bargaining is one and the same. Already quoted prices also maybe seems to be high. Would you like to change the price further? Like that, further squeezing is going to be done by this department, by this purchase department. Like that, each and every vendor is going to be discussed against the across the table, and they are going to be selection procedure is going to be there. Please do remember, the people who are going to quote lowest price are going to be selected is also not correct. So don't think that all companies are going to see that the people are going to be selected who quoted the lowest price. No, that is wrong. Every company is going to have its own method of selection of the vendors is going to be there. There are other parameters are going to be there. How the vendor is in the market, how long in the market the vendor, how qualitatively he is supplying this material to their opponent components and other things. Like that, there are many things are going to be looked into the parameters by before selection of the vendor is going to be there. Just we are talking about only casual parameters. Assume that after discussion or something, our company has been seems to be that they have selected among the other guys, some of the people has been selected after the negotiated prices and other terms are going to be liked by us. Then all the people who are going to be selected will be sent in a separate file or sorry separate document. So some people are going to be selected and we are going to maintain all selected people's information in a separate file. They finalized negotiated prices, terms and every conditions. They are going to maintain selected files list they are going to maintain. Rejected vendors will bluntly, instead of saying you are rejected, by sending in a what is it called, a polite letter, we are going to send it to the people by saying that thank you very much for participating. However, whatever the offer you have given, it seems to be a bit high, and during the negotiation also we could not able to reach that item, so that price. So next time better luck. Like that, we are going to say bye bye to them by sending one polite letter. Indirectly, you are rejected. Like that, we are going to specify. So this is the one of the activities of the purchase department during the, that is called selection of the source. So first one, requirement is going to come to the purchase department, and selection process is going to be taken care by the purchase department by inviting various quotations, and after receiving comparison of quotation, so price, I mean negotiation with the vendor, and finalizing are going to be there. Then it is not over. For the finalized people, we have to send an official document also. For example, you have been recruited as I am an HR guy. You have been recruited as a computer engineer for my post. So simply, I can say after interview or something, okay, my dear friend, come on, come tomorrow onwards as a computer engineer to our company. Oral communication is not possible. By orally, if I instruct, nobody will come and report to me as a computer engineer or whatever the post it is. So in any company, if you are going to do any action, it has to be in writing. There is a standard procedure. It is going to be there in any company. For joining in any company, our company has to send a joining order. In the same fashion, if you order any material by orally, we can write. I mean, we cannot say anything. The selected vendors, we have to send an official order on our company's letterhead. It has to be. So, company's letterhead, it has to be printed information. We want what we want, how much quantity we want, when we want, where we want. By mentioning all this one, then by referring our negotiations and prices and everything, we are going to order the material. Normally, this PO processing is going to be done by the purchase department. You know, after printing that one, it has to be sent through couriers. Nowadays, different communication methods people are using. Maybe a courier or a post, hard copy, fax copy, soft copy methods people are going to use it. But just by sending the purchase order to the various vendors, the purchase department job is not yet over. We do not know. If I am sending through post or something, is there any guarantee that people are going to receive this material? No. Sorry, this letter? No. That is the reason fax, email and other thing we may send, but it may not be guaranteed that it is going to receive by the vendor. So after the processing of the PO, then monitoring is also going to be there. That means after sending these official documents called purchase orders, then purchase department is going to try to see that whether that purchase order is being received by the vendor or not, it's going to be taken care of. Earlier days, people are used to make a call and we are going to say that, my dear vendor, did you receive my call? I mean, did you receive my purchase order? I sent through post. Like that, people are used to make a call and confirm. But nowadays, it is very difficult. For example, one car consisting of 1,000 material to be purchased from outside, and vendors are going to be 1,000. We cannot make a call to 1,000 and 3,000. Moreover, one material, one vendor is not going to be selected. Most of the time, purchase department people, for safe side purpose and seamless supplies of the material purpose, for one material, 2 to 3 people are going to be identified and selected that one. Even though they are quoting little bit higher side prices also, and we are going to try to see, and they are going to maintain. In our SAP, how one material supplying to single our plant by various vendors within different prices, how to maintain that we are going to see the beauty of SAP. There we can able to see that one. So here, once they send this letter to the purchase department, sending to the letter, it is not sufficient. People are going to see that it has to reach that concerned vendors. For that purpose, we are going to use this ERP package by arranging some reminder settings also. That means after sending this purchase order, we are going to set a reminder letter that is called turning procedure. That means acknowledgement purpose, we are going to send reminder 1, reminder 2, reminder 3. In that one, we will mention a standard report in saying that, my dear vendor, earlier I sent a purchase order. Did you receive it? Reminder 1. Did you receive it? Reminder 2. Did you receive it? Reminder 3. Like that, some monitoring activities is going to be done by the purchase department. This is also one of the activity people has to take care of in the purchase department. Then, based on these reminders and other thing, vendors are going to confirm, yes, Baba, we received this material. Sorry, we received your order. We are going to supply the material. In that order, we will say, we will give the delivery address also. So, purchase department is the department. When they are ordering the material, they are going to specify where to deliver also. Purchase department is the department not receive the material. You are already aware in the first slide, there is another department called stores is the department which is going to receive. So in a factory, there may be 1 or 2 storerooms are going to be there. There is 1 or 2 in charges are going to be there. And this is the department, this is the department who is going to take care of the receiving of the material, managing and issuing of the material to the concerned people is going to be there. So do you think that these people are going to pay the amount? No, they are going to simply say the acknowledgement only they will give. Received so many boxes subject to the condition of the testing, like that they are going to give. So plant people in the front stores in charges are going to receive the material and they are going to give an acknowledgement to the lorry fellow saying that received, thanks. That's all. So then this lorry fellow will go back to the vendor and he is going to issue that material and it's money. Here, one concept is when you are receiving or payment time also, the receiving time also, money is not going to be involved in this. Most of the purchases are going to be involved with credit limits only. Credit means we don't supply the amount, so we don't give the money at the time of ordering itself. Most of the time, 90%, entire world is running under credit. That means first we will order the material, vendor will supply the material, and from the date of supplying, that means from the date of goods receipt onwards, the payment clock is going to start. After receiving the goods, we will talk to the vendor. During the selection itself, we are going to finalize the vendor in such a way that after receiving the goods, we are going to pay you 45 days later. You are already aware credit card usage of credit card. Without having money also, you can approach to the different shops. You can buy the shirt and swipe the card, credit card. Then later 30 days later, one bill will come to you. Then another 45 days, another 10 days time, 15 days time will be provided to you. Like that you have in a 45 days time. In the same fashion, when you are purchasing the material also, the credit is going to be possible. That we are going to talk about in detail during the this goods receipt concept time. So The other department called stores department is the another department which is going to take care of the ordered items to receive that material and sending it to the quality inspection and sending it to the concerned people like the production, other department who ordered. We see that it's going to be delivered by that one. Then the bill. So after sending all this one, vendor will wait for certain time and he will send a separately one more bill. So don't think that once the purchase department is going to supply the purchase order to the vendor, their job is over. No. Again after 45 days later, vendor will submit a bill to the purchase department again. So this is the department who negotiated. This is the department who is having a tie-up with the vendor. So this is the department who is going to receive the bills also from the vendor. Then do you think that purchase department is the department which is going to be eligible to pay the amount? No, purchase department is not eligible to pay the amount. But this department, because it's negotiated and finalized, this department is the department which is going to verify the bill. What is that verification? Against the order, what at the time of order, what we ordered, how much quantity we ordered, and when we asked it to deliver, and is this guy has been ordered quantity only received? So against the order, how much he received? So ordered quantity, received quantity, order time material and received time material, and like that we are going to verify there are parameters are going to be there. So such type of parameters once it has been verified, it is going to be recommended to for payment. So payment is a department called finance department which is going to take care of the payment process. So this is called the entire process is going to be called procurement cycle. Whether it is a Lakshmi Metal company of London or Mitsubishi company of Japan or any company in this one is going to do the same work in the entire world, the procurement process is same. There is no changes are going to be there. This is called standard procurement, this one. People are going to call, this is also called a MM cycle. This is also called P2P cycle, procure to pay cycle. That means from procurement to payment, this cycle is going to be involved. It is also having a name called STP cycle also. What is meant by STP? Sourcing to payment. That means identifying of the vendor, negotiating of the vendor, finalizing of the vendor is also going to be involved. That is the reason people are going to call it as an STP cycle. Universally, entire procurement cycle is almost common to the entire world that is going to be there. Okay, so that is the thing. But sometimes they are going to disturb this cycle because of the operational convenience. All times this cycle method, people are not going to adopt. Probably it may not be possible for them also. Sometimes they have to disturb the cycle for their operational convenience sake. That is the reason people are going to disturb this cycle and they are going to procure the material. This type of a procurement, people are going to call it as a special procurement. What is meant by a special procurement means it is other than the regular method of procurement, people are going to call it special procurement. There are variety of special procurements which we are going to come across minimum 8 to 9 varieties of special procurement we are going to see while we are talking about this course. Let us have an example sake. We are going to mention few special procurements just for the sake of a demonstration side. We'll talk about an overview of this one. There is a subcontracting, consignment, pipeline, and interstock transfers between our sister concern units, third-party scenarios. Like that, we are going to have a concepts of this one. This is really disturbing our general P2P cycle. We'll try to see what is exactly this one and why it is going to be called special procurement. We'll try to see. Just first one is called subcontracting. Normally subcontracting is a concept, it is a very old concept, and it is also now with a new name called job work outsourcing. With this names it is coming. Whatever the name it is called assigning of our company's work to the outsider and getting it done by the outsider is called subcontracting. Instead of doing at our premises or instead of doing by our people, it is going to be getting it done by outside or it is going to be getting it done by the other people, okay, other than the company people, and at a cost of nothing is free in the world. So at a particular cost they are going to be. Then here we are going to see that how to pay this guy because it is disturbing the entire cycle. Because here try to see an example. Tire, tube, rim are the materials which we are procuring in our company. Actually, we want to manufacture a car. Car maker is not a tire maker. So we are going to buy all this material to manufacture a car. But directly we cannot manufacture this by fixing a screwdriver to the car. There is a procedure is there. We want to make this tree into a wheel. But unfortunately, assuming that in our company, the skilled people who can able to make a tire tube rim into a wheel shape may not be there, or sufficient space is not there to keep the material. There are certain occasions which we are going to elaborately discuss when we are talking about this topic in the practice time. So here, this type of an subcontract scenario, our material which we are going to do is we will identify some guy who can able to manufacture on behalf of us a certain portion of that material into in a certain stage, and again they are going to return back. That is called wheel. That means here we will supply the material to the subcontractor, and again he will return back this one. This is not my final product, but I am going to use this wheel for my final car making. So here we are supplying the material. So far we order the material, we receive the material, but here we are going to supply the material and we will pay him to certain amount for conversion of the three material into another material which we are going to see. How it is to be done and everything we are going to talk in detail this one. Here the MM consultant and other people are going to sit together in the ERP package. They will see that how to do it in the ERP package. We the people are going to do it. Understand, sir? As I said, SAP is a package which is a ready to use package. No, it is not a ready to use package. It is a ready-made package, but it will not directly useful to directly use it. We the people are going to jump into, and in case if you go as an MM consultant in any company, if they are saying that Srinivas, we are procuring certain material, but however we have a problem of this one, so we are getting it done certain works from outside. This is called ancillary unit method, job contract method, or outsourcing method. People are going to use it. In SAP it's going to be called subcontracted. Then we will see that it is going to work for the in SAP also. We'll try to see that one. Understand, sir? So this is one thing called subcontracting. Like that, there is another method is also there. In our premises, we need certain times our company does not predict certain material how much we want it. A surprise thing. For example, there is an unpredictable demand for certain material is going to be there. Non-seasonal products are going to be there. For example, Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is a product which is actually seasonal product only. That means summertime more consumption, winter time less consumption is going to be there. You know, certain areas Coca-Cola is going to be consumed even in the winter time, like Hyderabad. In Hyderabad, our crazy guys are there, Hyderabad, and the consumption of the winter Coca-Cola is more compared to the other seasons. Of course, summer anyway people are going to consume, and so company called Coca-Cola itself could not able to predict how many bottles we have to manufacture as far as the Coke is concerned. Like that, in case companies does not know how much quantity they require, then vendor does not know how much quantity they have to supply to the company. So there is a unpredictable demand items are there. Sometimes demand may not be there. Sometimes demand may be higher side. Vendor will say, sir, whatever the material you want, how much quantity you want, if you tell, I can able to supply. But suddenly all of this say, if you say 1 lakh, give me after 2 months, up to 2 months, if you do not ask, and again if you say 5 lakhs supply to me means, then it is very difficult. I cannot supply the material. So how to handle this one? People are going to have this method. That means vendor material is going to be available at our plant, but we don't pay them. But as and when we require that material, we are going to use it. Only for used material only we are going to pay. A variety concept that which we are going to talk in detail. Pipeline also, material which is going to come from the pipeline also we will try. Here purchase orders and other things is not going to be there. We'll talk in elaborately, particularly this information. And this is under special procurement. We are going to see that one. And moreover, this is a pipeline material also. We'll talk more in detail. There is internally our companies are having a sister concern unit. Our material we can supply, or from sister concern unit we are going to take it. Tata Steel is there. Tata Steel is a maker of steel sheet making. For my car making purpose, why should I buy from outside? I can make it. I can get it this Tata Steel sheet as a raw material from my sister concerned unit also. How to transfer the material from our sister concerned unit is called stock transfers from one company to another company, which we are going to try to see in an elaborate manner how to do it, which we are going to try to do this one. This is in a special procurement. Here no payment, only sister concerned unit books, sometimes book adjustments, sometimes only stock transfers, stock adjustments people are going to do. How it is possible? We'll try to see. We the people are going to control the SAP in such a way that they are going to have a smoother operations for the stock transport order. We are going to try to see that one. Like that, there are different concepts are there. Our vendor will supply directly the material to the third party. Normally, vendors will supply to us, not to our customer. There are certain occasions. There is one occasion we are going to try to discuss more. That's called customer third party scenarios. Third party supplies material. There are certain features are there by the SAP which we are going to use it for this type of special procurement methods, and other type like RTP material. That means we will order some material, but vendor is going to supply in addition to that one additionals also. For example, RTP material means a returnable transport package material. Nowadays car manufacturers are using nitrogen gas. How the nitrogen gas will come? Assume that one vendor is a nitrogen supplier. We will ask the vendor. For example, Ilavarsan, you are the vendor. Myself is a company. I will ask Ilavarsan, please supply 120 kilos of oxygen, I mean nitrogen. How you are going to supply? Through hands you cannot supply. Gas is going to be filled in a cylinder. Even in our house also, we will order gas only, but cylinder we are not going to order. But through cylinder only the people are going to send it. The gas fellow is going to supply the cylinder by pumping the gas inside the cylinder. We are not going to pay him for the cylinder cost. We are going to pay only for the gas cost. Of course, advance we are going to pay for cylinder, that is different. Here also the same thing. So we will order gas, vendor will supply gas plus cylinder, we have to return back the cylinder. One more best example is Coca-Cola bottles. You know, Coca-Cola, you are ordering the drink, dealer is going to, or shopper, that shop fellow is going to supply the drink. Once you drink the Coca-Cola, you have to return back the bottle. I'm not talking about the PET bottle or a can, aluminum can, I'm talking about the bottle, Coca-Cola bottle. So you have to return back that bottle. Again, that bottle will send back to the company, he's going to reuse that bottle, like that it's going to be there. Egg trays and other thing, people are going to talk about that one. How to manage this all, we are going to try to see. There is one material will have a different prices in the split valuation, one material will have a different numbers in the serial number management. External services means services also, that means we are going to treat as a material in the material management. Services means what? Daily maintenance, bathroom cleaning, janitory work, electrical work, plumbing work and other thing. In the purchase department side, people are going to take care of that is by treating that as a services. How to this materials has to be treated as a service material, and how to configure this one, we the people are going to try to see that one. These are the special procurement. Like that, there are 8 to 10 varieties, whatever I am aware or whatever I know, we'll try to go deeply and we'll try to configure as a consultant. This is called a special procurement. So totally what I want to say is today we are not talking about SAP MM, I'm talking about MM only. MM means in any company, procurement solution method is going to be like this. So a continuous determination of requirement is going to be there. What you want, how much you want, when you want, where you want, is the requirement is going to come to the purchase department, and purchase department is the department which is going to be responsible to procure the material and see that in time it is going to be received by the order people, and payment will be given to the concerned vendors in a regular manner. That it's the purchase department and the stores department are going to be involved in this procurement cycle. However, sometimes it is going to be disturbed the cycle based on this operational convenience sake, and these are all come under special procurement, and how to configure this one, our job which we are going to see in the next part of that one. So totally this is called a procurement cycle. In case of any doubts, I am requesting you to ask some questions, sir. Ilavaran or Karthik. Any questions, sir?
No, sir. No, sir.
Right. So I hope that this is going to be okay for you, and we will stop it here. And tomorrow we are going to, I mean any other day, I am going to intimate, sir. We will fix one time for all the people. Once the batch is going to be formed, we are going to talk about the next one. That's called how SAP is going to be implemented in a company. SAP methodology. What is meant by methodology? What is the role of our MM consultant? What exactly he is going to do? Do you think that he's going to sit in the purchase department? He's going to write the orders? No. Ours is not a data entry job, this one. Or are we going to sit into the stores and we are going to receive the material? No, that is also not going to be. Hello, sir.
Hello. Hello.
Tell me, Ilavarsan.
Yeah, tell me, sir.
No, I am talking. So anything, anything, sir? Anything you want to
No,
convey?
sir. No, sir. I'm good. I'm looking forward to join our group maybe next week onwards.
Okay. We are going to see that next week. Yeah, one batch. Once the batch is going to form, we are going to start. Maybe within a day or two, we are going to start, my friend. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay. So the demo class it's a final, right? Sir?
No. One more demonstration class also we are going to take up. Maybe according to convenient, because tomorrow onwards the day working day, no. So you are also working. So what would be the convenient time for you, my friend?